Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about decluttering our lives. Christmas and New Year's are both right around the corner, and I think now is the time that you should start cleaning up your house, decluttering, going through all of your crap. Because with Christmas, at least for us, our family tends to get us a lot of stuff and we bring it in our home and have nowhere to put it, or shoving things under the bed, trying to make room. So I like decluttering before Christmas. And that way, if you get a few new things for Christmas, you can just simply put them where they belong. But also with New Year's coming, I really like to declutter my house and my life and just think of it as a fresh start. That way, when I start 2019, I have a clean slate. So in this video, I am going to give you my tips on how to declutter your life. Tip number 1, get rid of stuff. I know that is easier said than done. It's really hard to part with things that you like, but you would be surprised how many things you have in your home that don't really bring you much joy. So I would start going through all of your things, whether it's your clothes, maybe it's kitchenware, maybe it's just all of your closets and all the crazy stuff that you've stored. Think to yourself, does this thing bring me joy? Have I used this in the last few months? And if the answer is no, then just get rid of it. Now, you don't have to just throw it away, donate it. Don't freak out and try to do this all in one day. Each day, assign a room and just tackle that one room at a time. And that way you're not too overwhelmed and you won't give up. But either way, if you have it and don't need it, get rid of it. Tip number 2, create a system for your stuff. All the things you decided to keep, the things that you need, the things that bring you joy, create some sort of system or hack that makes that thing more organized or convenient. Girl, get on Pinterest. There are hacks for days, and you can definitely find something that will help you. Say you're starting with your bathroom. Look at your drawers and your cabinets. Take some measurements. Go to the dollar store and find little bins to organize your things. I know the bottom cabinet in my bathroom is just a cluster, and that is one of the first things I really want to tackle when I start decluttering here soon. I'm going to take it one room at a time, and maybe I'll do a separate video on how I'm decluttering specific areas of my home, and hopefully that will provide you tips. But as of now, just go onto Pinterest, Google, whatever you gotta do, and find ideas and hacks on how you can create systems for your stuff. One of my husband's biggest pet peeves are wires and cords all over the place. He just absolutely hates it. So what we've done over the years is collect bread ties. We use bread ties to make the cord a little shorter, and that way there's not loose cords everywhere. They also sell these organizers for all of the things that you need to charge, like your phone, maybe you have a Fitbit or an Apple Watch or something like that, and that way all of your things are already on a charging dock and there's not a whole bunch of loose cords going everywhere. So just think of some ideas and systems to organize your things, and that way it's just not as cluttered and less of a mess. Tip number 3, and this may sound obvious, but stop buying stuff. The more you buy, the more you have in your home, and the more clutter you have created. So if you really, really want to declutter your life, stop buying things. I like stuff, and I wish I was more of a minimalist and didn't like materialistic items, but whether it's clothes or little decorative knickknacks, I really, really love them, and I may have an Amazon Prime addiction. I originally got my Amazon Prime account so that I could order Christmas presents for my husband and my family and be able to get free 2-day shipping because I had waited last minute for that Christmas, and ever since I got it, I just can't stop shopping. Some people spend hours scrolling through Facebook or Pinterest. I spend hours scrolling through Amazon. So one of the things I'm doing as soon as these holidays are over, because I am using it to get Christmas presents, I am canceling my Amazon Prime. It is going to be hard for me because I buy necessities there too, whether it's baby formula, trash bags. It's one of those things it's going to be there in 2 days, so if you foresee that you're going to need that, you can order it and not have to worry about getting to the store just for one thing. But I'm just going to have to get back to reality and realize I can drive down the street and get any of these things. I don't need Amazon Prime, and this will help limit my spending because I'm not going to buy a whole bunch of stuff on Amazon if I'm not getting free 2 days shipping. But another way is just, remove some temptations. Delete apps that you frequently shop at. Maybe carry your extra money in cash. That way you're not tempted to spend it online if that's something that's hard for you. I'll be doing an entire video on how to save money, so I'll give you some tips about that in a different video. But just try to limit your spending and try not to bring things into your house that you don't need. My next tip is if you have to buy stuff, shop smart. Now obviously you're gonna have to buy food and gas and so on and so forth. There are necessities that you will have to buy, but any fun extra things that you're bringing into your home, maybe make a deal with yourself that if you're gonna buy yourself a new shirt, you have to get rid of an existing shirt before you can bring that into your home. And that way you're not just bringing tons of extra stuff in, you're kind of trading it out and you're not bringing additional clutter. So my last tip is to actually keep your stuff clutter-free. Picking up around your home and putting things back where they go. There's multiple different ways you can make sure that things are not just left out and scattered through your home, which causes a whole bunch of clutter. One great example of something you should do is lay out your clothes the night before, and that way in the morning when you're getting ready for your day, for work, whatever it might be, you're not tearing tons of clothes out of the drawers or the closet. I know for one, there's some days I just do not feel like I look good in anything, and all of a sudden I have 10 outfits laying in my floor. I finally feel good and I'm dressed, but I have to rush and I have no time to pick all of those clothes up. So if you lay out your clothes the night before, you're gonna prevent all of that from happening. Another great tip is every single time you're in a room and you're about ready to leave that room, look around, and if you see something that belongs in a different room that's maybe on the way to wherever you're going, grab it. For example, if I'm in my bedroom and there is a glass from water I was drinking a little earlier and I'm heading to my kitchen, I should grab that glass and make sure I bring it to the kitchen. You could also just take like a laundry basket or something and go through each room, putting everything that doesn't belong in that room in your laundry basket, and then take it to a central location and spend, 10 minutes on putting all of that stuff away. And you can even bring that laundry basket along with you so that way you're not having to go back and forth and waste extra time. So just make sure to keep your house clutter-free by putting away all of your stuff. So that's it, everybody. These are just some tips I have to keep your life and your stuff clutter-free. I feel like going into the new year, I just really want to start fresh. I mean, if you could see the bottom of my closet right now, it is just a disaster, and I really need to pull everything out, go through all of my shoes, my clothes, my hats, my scarves, whatever, and get rid of things that I don't really use or wear, and then put everything back in a more organized way. These tips have came in handy for me in the past. I'm going to utilize these tips when I'm starting to declutter my home before the new year, so I hope they work for you too. If you guys have any hacks or tips that you guys would like to share, please put those in the comments below. I would love to hear how you guys keep your lives decluttered. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you like lifestyle and motherhood type videos. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!